There you go. Works, finally. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that was annoying. It just disconnected the camera and I couldn't get it back. Normally it just works. So I don't know what that was about. Do we have music is the next question. The answer is no, we don't have music. Now we do. So yeah, that's annoying. I was desperately Googling, trying to figure out what the problem was there. And could see nothing, just adverts, AI generated nonsense, you know, the usual stuff on the internet in 2025. Nothing helpful, nothing that would actually get me what I wanted without having to download, you know, rubbishy software, which I just don't need. It's all working. It's very strange. Anyway, I hope you're all very well, and I hope some of you are still here. You know, hopefully you've not been kicked out or got bored. Maybe you got bored. Oh, someone's crashed. So please don't drive whilst watching the stream. It's kind of, it can be quite dangerous. You need to keep your eye on the road, and then when you get home, then you can watch the stream. It's just safer. It's just safer that way. I really don't want you to crash your car on my account. Here's the slows. Hope you're all very well. Thank you. It's my birthday stream actually today, which I can, I was just about to post my promo text, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's my birthday. It's not today, it's tomorrow. My birthday is tomorrow, but this is my, this is my birthday stream. I'm not gonna be streaming on my birthday. That would be loser behavior. Yeah, big party tomorrow, hopefully. Actually, it's not loser behavior. You could totally stream on your birthday. What am I talking about? I'm such a snob. But I'm not gonna be able to because I'm gonna be busy. Right, hopefully we've still got some people in the chat. It's really good to see you all. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. We got Ms. Fee, Vitali, hello. Zombiner is here. Thank you. Yeah. Already just resubscribed for, oh my god, 32 months. They subbed for 32 months. Angie's on tier 2. Amazing. Thank you so much, Aurelia. Thank you for your support. We got Freya here. Hey everyone, happy birthday, Meja. Happy birthday from Jess. Thank you. Aurelia says also Twitch. Stop having a garbo UI. If I click in the type chat here box, I don't want to do on my keyboard pausing or muting or otherwise altering my stream experience. No, you don't want that. You do not want any of that nonsense. We got an Ace Venom in the chat. Hello, happy birthday, says Ace Venom. Thank you. Zombani says, I do agree, much safer. I'm just hanging out outside, so I figured I'd chill for a bit. Glad you're celebrating tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm celebrating tomorrow. I think I might take the day off work. Don't want to go into work. Well, I actually quite like going into work because it's kind of a good job, but I think I'm going to have a day off because I need to clean and tidy the flat from top to bottom. Sort out what I'm going to wear because I have no idea what I'm going to wear. Just kind of prepare everything. Party's kicking off at 6 o'clock. So, goes without saying, but no stream tomorrow. Unless I just stream my birthday. Which people do. I've seen people do that. Just set up a camera in a corner and then just let it go. And then, if people want to come over and say, probably all be very drunk, Don't know how excited, I don't know how interesting that's going to be to watch, honestly. But it could be kind of funny. I don't know. But also, I have to kind of get consent from all the guests, don't I? And I think that's, some of them just won't want to be on the camera, and I can completely understand that. And, probably just won't do that, to be honest. But there you go. We got a sharp object in the chat. I'm here. Waves. Happy birthday, Meja. Is there cake? Not currently. There's not currently cake. However, I really hope that situation changes for the better tomorrow. We'll have to see, won't we? Maybe. I could possibly even make some cake myself. Maybe me and Aurelia can make some cake together. You never know. Yeah, let's hear about the cake. So I like chocolate, obviously. So chocolate plus cake equals happiness. It's a little formula. I just made Einstein eat your heart out. But I don't know if I don't know what kind of cake we're gonna do actually. I'm not gonna stress it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, whatever cake happens. What it is if I were a streamer and actually had a viewership worth talking about, I would likely do birthday streams. People do that? Because you know more about streaming than me already, even though I'm an actual streamer. People do that, right? But how does it work with the guests? Are they all just fine with it? I mean, maybe they're just fine with it. I don't know. It's all up to you. There's so much stress with streaming, like when things don't work out. Less stressful if you just enjoy the moments. No, totally. I wouldn't want to be fiddling, you know? I'd just put it in a corner, let it go. It's like, welcome to the party, but I'm going to ignore you. So basically just like anyone else, you know, who's here actually. It'll be the premium experience, very authentic. Welcome to my party. Now I'm going to go and talk to someone else. Goodbye. Lego cake. A Lego cake? You know, I don't think you're supposed to eat Lego, honestly. But maybe like a cake in the shape of Lego. A cake in the shape of a Lego brick. Oh, wow. Wow, I've just had a really good idea. Why don't I make a Lego cake? I've just had a really, really good idea just in my own head just now. Just make a Lego cake. It's totally my idea. I see you also wrote it. Plus you have to tell your guests not to moon the streaming setup because it'll get you kicked off Twitch. Oh yeah, you know, and I've got some guests who will find that difficult. I got a couple of people coming who are going to find it pretty difficult to keep the various bits and the various items of clothing. So yeah, maybe it's not going to work, including myself actually. Once I've had a few glasses of wine. Anything can happen, as I'm sure Aurelia will attest. I figured we would be doing the big birthday things for your birthday party. We are going to do the big birthday things. Also, we need to go shopping tomorrow, so we'll go for a birthday shop. That'll be fun. We'll do a birthday shop as well, seeing as I am home. Shop says, I think if you tell your guests ahead of time, you're going to stream the party, and they don't have to come if they don't want to be on Twitch. This is true. But also, like, I wouldn't want to kind of put them in that situation, honestly. Maybe it's better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. No, we'll have to see. No promises, and probably not, because there will be enough, going on. To be honest, I think there'll be enough going on. But if it happens, it happens. We'll see. Yeah. No, thank you, Wesley. It's a very good idea. The Lego cake, I like it very much. Definitely going to be thinking about that. Definitely going to be thinking about the Lego cake. I'm going to dream about Lego cakes now. Alright, what's going on? So apparently my iPad's at 13%, even though it's been charging all night. That makes no sense. What's happened? Why has it done this to me? I put it into charge and it's clearly not charged. I guess it wasn't plugged in properly. So I've got an iPad at 13%. That's not very much. It's not very much to make Lego with. So maybe I'll just leave it, let it charge up to 20. Hopefully that'll get me through the stream. We are building the C-3PO. We're going to continue on with the C-3PO once the iPad's charged a bit. There he is, waving. Hello, C-3PO. C-3PO. It's looking really good. Oh, I can't wait to build him. Or finish building him. Don't know what bag I'm on. I think I'm on to bag 6, maybe. I have the legs. these are the links. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. And that's his bottom area. Very simple bottom. Well, he says, I for one would not want to be at a streamed party for now. Thing is, if I were a streamer, certain things would be sorted already, or I'd be streaming to fund changing it. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and it's possible that I could have like the stream going. Like, it could just be going up here, and then if anyone wants to be on the stream and say hello to the streamers, they can. They can just come up the stairs. Ooh. Then I don't have to actually really do anything, which I think is a really good idea. So maybe that's an option. Maybe, and then if people don't want to be on the stream, then just don't enter the streaming stair area. You know. Sharp says, well, I was thinking in general. Dangerous thing to do that. I mean, if it was my party, I'd prefer to leave the guests free to take their trousers off if they want to. No, the trouser off area will be downstairs, and then the trouser on area will be, you know, at the bottom of this screen. Like so, but I'm not wearing any trousers right now, obviously. But as long as it's not visible on the stream, then it should be okay. So, and also it's nice for you to imagine, you know, an entire flat full of people with no pants on. But, you know, there you go. Something to think about. You'll be able to hear us. Actually, that's a thought. Maybe you shouldn't be able to hear some of the stuff. Because, you know, we'll be swearing things and I don't know. I've known some people who have done amazing themed cakes, not even professionally. Yeah, I've made some cool cakes in my time. I made a penis cake once. I think it was very good actually. What did I do? What was my contribution? I think I decorated it. I decorated the penis cake. Yeah, someone else kind of cut it, but you know, like mixed it, baked it, and then I think I cut it. I didn't just decorate. I did cut it up and shape it. Yeah, I shaped a penis cake once. It was a very good penis cake. I was very pleased with it for one of my friends, and she loved it actually. I think so. I mean that jelly cake in the not safe for work memes was pretty amazing. It was amazing, wasn't it? The jelly cake. I know they said they were never going to make the cake again, but I think they jumped the gun. Maybe we should make that cake. If you want to check out the cakes, these are very not safe for work cakes. They're in my Discord. You'll also need to be a subscriber to get access. So, just something to consider if you want to see the very naughty cakes on my Discord. The link to the Discord is going to appear in the chat any second now. I suspect you'll be wanting to be with your guests. Now I will. I will not be up here streaming, making Lego. It's like, stop pestering me. I'm trying to build Lego. I'm not that bad at partying. I'm pretty good at it actually. So, at least this is what I think I am. I don't think that's how you party, to be honest. I am gonna not be doing that, but it's just something it's just like a curiosity for other people to, you know, interact with. I don't know. Sharp says you'll be achieving as many as the Barbie dance. The Barbie dance. Oh yeah, the Barbie dance. Yes, that's exactly what my parties look like. Exactly like that. Yes, in the Meja's Barbie mansion. You could get backlash for someone saying something, and that could be stressful. What flavour was the cake? The penis cake. It wasn't what you're thinking. It was just normal flavour. It was, you know, a sponge cake with I think chocolate icing. Did the penis cake have icing that made it look like it was jizzing? Obviously. Obviously it did. Yes. It was covered in brown icing, but then there was also some white frosting. Obviously. Subscribers get the most amazing cakes. Well, you do, don't you, Sharp? You're lucky. You're subscribing and you get to see the cakes. As well as other things. As well as other things of a dessert-like nature. And no, I will not be clarifying what that means. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I've been talking about on the Twitch. Not the Twitch, this is Twitch. On the Twitters. I was thinking about something. I was talking about something on the Twitters, and I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about it as well, because I thought it was kind of interesting. Oh, I've got loads of notifications suddenly. Oh yeah, it's because of this. Yeah, cool. So let me just check my profile. Yeah, no, it's this. I think I did a pretty good tweet. Okay. Which is kind of standard for a Tuesday. No, when was this? This was Wednesday. And it's this one. Oh, hello, Errol. How you doing? T-1. What time do you think you'll be getting in tomorrow? Errol, hold on a second. You are getting the train. You're arriving early in the morning, so you must be getting the night train. Is that right? Errol's going to come visit me. Errol's going to help me party and celebrate my birthday, which is nice. Arrive very early. Ooh, that sounds ominous. Okay, give me a number. Give me a number between 5 minutes to 7. That's not that bad. I thought you were going to say 4 o'clock. I thought you were going to say 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And that would be too early then. But if it's 5 to 7, that's fine. So you're going to get into Oslo at 5 to 7. Which means you're going to be here no later than 7:30, basically. It probably takes, you need to go find the tram. You need to get on the tram. You need to get off the tram again. It's really not going to, just burping. It's really not going to take you long to get here. It's going to be about 20 minutes, honestly, from, I could do it in 20 minutes because I know exactly where I'm going. For you, let's say 30 minutes. And so you're going to be getting here about 7:30. Which is great, because what you can do when you come in, I'll leave the door open. Come in, put the kettle on, make me a coffee, and then knock on my door with a coffee. And that's what I'm expecting at around 7:35, 7:40. Okay, so it leaves at 11 o'clock at night. It leaves at 11 tonight. Oh, that's not even that far away, is it? And then it arrives around 7. And no, I don't actually need. I just need the coffee. Thanks. It's just the coffee, and then you may go. Anyway, I did a tweet yesterday, as I was saying, and before I was rudely interrupted. I did a tweet, and it said this. This is the tweet. See what you think. The final step in transition, after everyone else sees you as a woman, is the hardest. You must finally see yourself as a woman. And I quite liked that. I kind of typed that in and stood back. I was like, this is good. Send tweet. It's not got much engagement or likes or anything. I think Twitter's not really showing people my tweets anymore because Twitter doesn't like me. But it doesn't matter. Because the people who saw it, they definitely saw it. And so I thought that was quite good. But also it's not, it's one of those tweets where if you just read it on a surface level, if you just read the words, then you're not necessarily going to get it. What I'm trying to get to something. I'm trying to kind of, there is hidden depths to this. And I'm thinking that maybe some people aren't getting it. And which is fine, because I didn't really want to go into all the detail of it. I was hoping some people would get it, and some people definitely got it. Definitely. Pandora got it, no question. I thought she might. I think Natalie got it. Ginger Mouse got it. So lots of people got it, but some people didn't. And I think the reaction of the people, I'm gonna keep it anonymous just for now, but I think the reaction of the people who didn't quite get it is interesting in and of itself. And I was just thinking about maybe just discussing this briefly while we're waiting for the iPad to charge, because as well as making Lego, we do talk about these kinds of things, don't we? We do actually talk about these things on here, and I think it's worth talking about actually. Because when I came over this tweet, I was I had a little bee in my bonnet. I was thinking about things, and I was, because I'm not saying that I figured it all out. I think that's the most important thing that everyone should know. It's like I'm not tweeting this from a position of authority where I have figured it out and all you losers haven't figured it out yet. Come on, get with the program, guys. Not at all, right? Because I am in the process of doing it as well, right? But I am recognizing that this is a thing. I'm recognizing where I need to go to, what I need to do to progress, like my self-image, my transition. And I think that's really important to know, to kind of see the horizon, to see, the next milestone. I did get some replies saying I've always seen myself as a woman, and I'm like, I know, right? Obviously, and so have I, right? And that's not what I'm getting at. Some people kind of did miss the point here. They were like, I've always seen myself as a woman. I'm not going to quote any specific person. I just know that they were saying these things. But yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Because obviously I've always known that I wanted to present as a woman. I know that I always wanted to live my life as a woman. I always felt, that is absolutely what I wanted to be. When people say I always felt like a woman, I'm always a little bit kind of, okay, but what does feeling like a woman mean? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Can anyone tell me, chat? What does it feel like to be a woman? Any ideas? Just throw it out there. Because the problem with thinking that is that actually there's a million different ways to be a woman. There's a million different ways to feel like a woman. It's not, you can't be prescriptive with these things. It's a very turfy thing to do, actually. It's a very transphobic thing to do, to say, well, to be a woman, you have to do this, this, and this, otherwise you're not a real woman. It's like, okay. It's definitely not about the dresses. It's definitely not about the makeup. It's not even about the shoes or the handbags. Is it, ladies? All these things are nice and cool, but none of these things make a woman a woman. It's not about getting rid of male habits or hobbies or interests or ways of thinking, because the ways we think, our interests, our habits, our hobbies, these are all of a woman because we are women. And so trying to, for example, I see, early trans women that say, oh, I've got to get rid of the head nod. I've got to stop doing the head nod. Do you know the head nod? Where two guys, greet each other and they go, what? And they don't, and they say, and women aren't supposed to do that. If a woman does that, are they a real woman? Yes, they actually are still a real woman. Yes, believe it or not, because that doesn't make you a man or a woman. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? So, and I think a lot of the girls who miss the point are in this kind of, that they're still stuck in this idea that they have to do and think certain things in order to be valid as women. And I say no to this. I reject this idea. I reject this idea completely. If you're a trans woman, whatever way you do, whatever way you express yourself, however you want to present, however you want to manifest your womanhood, is valid, and you are a woman. like, but, you know, because you're a woman, you can just do whatever you like. And cis women don't worry about this kind of stuff. You know, cis women have weird and wonderful hobbies. You know, cis women become scientists and astronomers and mathematicians and racing car drivers and astronauts and all this. And not once do they question, ooh, I don't know if I'm a woman if I do this. You know? So why do trans women have to do this? The answer is we don't, and we shouldn't. My fiance struggles with it as a trans woman. Yeah, no, it's a common struggle as non-binary. Does any of this ring true? Does any of this seem relatable to you? Yeah, that's a good idea as well. Zombani says, I understood your tweet as the internal struggle and sometimes the sly imposter syndrome feeling. I'm glad you've understood it as that, because that's what it is. It's not the surface level stuff that some people thought it was. And I think most of I'm kind of surprised. Some of them aren't even young trans. Some of them aren't like what they call, you know, baby trans. They've been doing this for a while. However, they're still struggling with internalized transphobia, and I think those are the older ones. I think some of the older women, like my age and older, this is something that we do that is kind of more prevalent for us. You know, we're trying to conform so desperately, you know, that we forget that that's not the point. That's not the point at all. The point is to accept yourself. You know, the point is self-acceptance, actually. That's a really important thing to understand about this. Because we have had the lives we've had. You know, nothing's going to erase that. Nothing's going to erase the fact that we were, you know, that we presented like that. We were seen in society as that. We went, you know, even though it wasn't us, even though it didn't feel right and it was difficult, we still had a lot of experiences that we wouldn't necessarily have quite had if we had been born cis women, cis girls. And there's no point denying that. There's no point fighting it or ignoring it or pretending it didn't happen. It's like this did happen. We've just got to make peace with ourselves and understand that we are still women, and, you know, more than that, actually more than just being women, we are trans women, which is a very, very special thing to be. It's my iPad charged, yeah. 18%. I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer. Yes, non-binary, you're a trans man. Yeah, I know. I think I knew that. Actually, I wasn't sure if you were non-binary or fully trans man, trans masculine, whatever. Trans man. If a woman does something, it is a womanly thing to do because y'all are women. Yes, that's basically, that's it, isn't it? That's it. That's exactly right. Exactly right. If I do a womanly head nod, I don't even know how to do it now. I haven't done it because I tried to get out of the habit. What a waste of time. There's no point. But I don't tend to do it now. I don't know why. I don't know. As a trans man, absolutely, I feel for you because people always think I'm a trans woman, so I get a tiny bit of what you experience. Oh shit, right, yeah, on Twitter, yeah, of course. Like, they don't even know that trans men exist, actually, do they? Do they even know that trans men exist? Or even when you say you're a trans man, they still think you're a trans woman because they literally don't know anything, and they think that means you are a man who wants to be a woman, you know? It's like, oh gosh, these people. No, but you are a trans man. We all know what that means. It's hard feeling like our mannerisms don't match our gender. Yes, it is, but again, it's like, because I know a lot of cis women as well, and you know, some of them are pretty kind of they're not feminine. Let's put it that way. You know, they're rough and tumble and kind of masculine, for want of a better word, actually. You know, they don't shave the legs. They've got hairy arms. You know, you look at them and you're like, wow, you know, you've almost got like a bit of a mustache and almost a beard kind of thing. Interesting. Okay, cool. Because if I had that, I would feel oh my God, I would feel awful because I would feel like I wasn't doing woman properly. But these girls, these women, these incredible women who are completely confident and happy with themselves, they don't give a shit. And they're still 100% women. We should really stop letting society tell us how we are supposed to behave and how we are supposed to present. We should stop doing this, and we should just do what we want, not stress it. Trans women are powerful. We are very powerful, but a lot of us don't know it. A lot of us, struggle with the idea that we are powerful. But if we can manifest, that power, if we can kind of come to terms with who we are and try to just let go of all that nonsense that society tries to push onto us and tries to, just put onto our shoulders until we can't carry anything else. If we can just let all that go and just be ourselves and just exist in our own power and our own energy, then we are absolutely unstoppable and completely bulletproof. And it's incredible and very inspirational, actually, I think, which is nice. But you do have to just let it go. You do have to just say, you know what, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not playing this game anymore. It's a silly game. She says, whilst having long hair, makeup, a pretty dress, etc., etc. Yeah, no, it's okay, I get it, I know. But, maybe this is me. Maybe, this is my expression of what I want it to be. This is how I want it to be. This is what I wanted to do. This is me. But, another person asked, do I pass? Look at me, do I pass? And I'm like, I am not going to answer that question. Firstly, whatever I think about whether you pass or not is so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. And again, it's like it's playing a game which you don't want to play. It's framing it in a way that you don't want to frame it, because all these transphobes, they're always constantly talking about, oh, you don't pass. Well, you know what? A lot of cis women don't pass either, and they don't care. Hairy arms and armpits and hairy legs, and they don't really pass either. And you know what? They don't care. They don't care because they are 100% confident and manifesting their own womanhood. And so should we. So should we. Right. May I have now bought you a birthday present, which you can take off your list now. But I don't know what it is though. And I don't want you to tell me, but we'll take it off my list tomorrow, maybe. Because I don't want you to tell me. I want it to be a surprise, But also, thank you. That's very nice of you. Looking forward to. It's quite exciting. I love opening presents. Which is why trans women are attacked more. We are always attacked more. Why are we? Hold on. Right. Yes, I see, because we're powerful. Yes, of course, we are powerful. We trans women hold the seeds of the destruction of patriarchy inside of us. Every single trans woman is incredibly powerful because we represent how the patriarchy is a lie, how men are not superior to women in any way. And that's why we're so powerful. That's why they are so afraid of us. That's why we are so attacked. We are very much rebels, yeah. I used to identify as non-binary, now I identify as trans man. Cool. None of our identities are fixed. We can modify them and change them as we like, depending on how much, inner work and inner thought we've been doing, right? I mean, you shouldn't probably change it once a week, because that's maybe too many times and can get confusing for yourself as much as anyone. But things evolve. Things evolve naturally. Nothing's set in stone, is it? Yeah, I was told I was lying about being a trans man. Yeah, they always accuse people of lying. They are like, well, you can say whatever to fit your narrative. impossible narrative. I agree, women are so different from each other but face the same struggles. Yeah, there's so much variation within womanhood. There's so many different ways. As I was saying, there's a million different ways to be a woman. But none of them are more valid than another. And, and we're all women. If we are women, if we identify as women, we are women. Simple as that. It's very straightforward. It really is. Because you know what? Men don't identify as women. It's a really good. It really gets to the heart of the matter. Cis women athletes, says Sharp, are a thing, as are but cis women, lesbians, etc., etc. Absolutely, they are a thing. It's very strong, muscular women out there. And I am a big fan. Whatever you do, says Unbinary, the haters will be unhappy. We don't want to attract them anyway. Might as well be who we are, but be genuinely loved. 100%. 10 out of 10. Yes. Jess says, as soon as I move out, I don't care what people think about me. I'm going to be me. And I love that for you, Jess. That's what you should be. You should be yourself. However that looks to you, because you're the only one who gets to decide who you are, who Jess is. It's a fantastic thing to be able to do. Very freeing, Ultimate form of freedom, just, saying, this is who I am, and I don't care what you think. Sharp, modern society, I think, is still in a mindset of making factory workers. Indeed. The school system, everything's set up to create, mindless drones, basically. Everyone, come on, fit in this neat little box, regardless of how bad a fit it is for you. Indeed. Makeup, long hair and pretty dresses are a thing I wear as a cis dude. Very good for you, Sharp. And so you should definitely wear them. I think it's fun, isn't it? It's fun wearing pretty dresses and doing makeup. And the shoes, the high-heeled shoes, not so much, but they do look good. But in a game we don't consent to playing. Exactly, we are put in a game that we don't consent to playing. It's just, just opt out. Honestly, just opt out. Jess says I want to pass, but I don't care at the same time. It's a contradiction, isn't it? Actually, that is a contradiction. Honestly, I think that the most powerful trans women are the ones who are 6'5" and don't pass the visibly trans, and they are superheroes. As far as I'm concerned, they are absolute superheroes. And very powerful. But this is also, why the hell would I care about passing? Do I look like a sports ball player? You got to be able to pass. You've also got to be able to cross. You got to be able to do the kicks from the corners. There's all sorts of things you got to do. Oh, we got a resubscription from Tasmanian Devil. Thank you so much, Tasmanian Devil. Resubscribed for 32 months. That's a long time. Thank you so much. And GC's tried to make these games law. They do. They try to enforce cis-het normative society, don't they? And the hierarchical nature of it. And, subservient to men. It's very patriarchal, obviously. They are basically, doing the work of the patriarchy. Which is a silly thing to do, girls. It's a very silly thing to do. Most of them can't be taught to, though. They're set in their ways. But it says, just don't get anything from the list until the present gets here. Right now, it doesn't matter if I get double from the list. It doesn't matter. So let's get my wish list in the chat. If you want to buy me a birthday present, then you just go right ahead. You go right ahead. Don't worry about duplicates. It's not a problem. Because ultimately, if you're doing it through Throne, then I don't have. Then I get the money, and it doesn't automatically just get posted or anything. I have some, I can kind of double check if I've got doubles, and I'll just get something else on the list of the same value or similar. So don't worry about it. Transphobes can't handle watching women's tennis or tall women even being a thing. They're always outing those. Oh yeah, they're always accusing women of being trans, aren't they? Now that's a new thing. Because that's the thing with transphobia. It predominantly affects cis women. It's because there's so many more women, cis women, than there are trans women. So most of the victims, most of the collateral damage as it's called, or as it can be called, is onto swimming. Yeah, constantly happening. There's been another girl who's been thrown out of the toilets in Boston or something. Was it a hotel in Boston? Just because she's got short hair. And it's like, what are you doing? It sounded really traumatizing as well. One can never have too many Lego sets, so if there is a double up, it means more stuff. Yeah, and there probably won't be. I wouldn't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Rebels are cool. Speaking of which, I need to finish off Andor. It's the last 3 episodes of Andor are available now, and I really want to watch him. So I'm gonna go watch them. Goodbye. No, I'll stay on a bit longer. Try and finish C-3PO. Let's see if the iPad's finished charging. 21%. That'll do. Let's do it. Let's get into this, maybe. There he is. As we grow, we learn more about ourselves. We do. We learn more about ourselves, and we figure things out, and we decide what path we want to take to a certain extent. Elle says, I kind of feel very boring. No, you're not boring at all. I've been set in my ways pretty much as long as I've known what an identity is. Well, that's good for you, Oh, if you're comfortable in that identity and it works really well for you, then if it's not broken, don't fix it. This would be what I would suggest. Zambani says, looks like my fiance is picking me up soon. I gotta go. Happy birthday again. Thank you, Zambani. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you again soon. Aurelia, primary school, even in the most progressive countries, are still more about learning to sit down. What's going on here? Oh, he is. Sit down, shut up, and do our job more than they are about teaching kids to live well. It's true. Tasmanian Devil says, hello, Meja. Sorry I've been away. Miss you, love you. Yes, thank you, Tasmanian Devil. I'm really glad to see you back again, though. It's cool. It's cool. And it's my birthday tomorrow. It is. GC, guys in control. Guys in control. GC. Is that what it means? And, it's probably 90% of GCs, certainly 90% of the Twitter accounts, especially with the anonymous profiles or fake profiles or AI generated profiles of smiling older women, the men, the men. It's not even a real movement. We just got a hype train incoming. Thank you for the resub 1,000. You're on 15 months. It's very cool. Very, very cool indeed. So we got a hype train, but we are 62% to it. So that's awesome. Let's see if we can get that a bit higher, shall we? It is my birthday tomorrow. You cheated and bought things directly from Lego Carson. What is cool though, because then it's like a surprise. Then it's more of a surprise for me, and you actually get to bring it and wrap it and all that kind of stuff. So it's good. It's good. I wouldn't say it's cheating exactly. 1,000. Hey, not feeling great, so can't stop long. But happy birthday. I'm sorry you're not feeling great, 1,000, but it's great to see you. I'm really happy that you're here. Aurelia says, I meant you, Meja. What? I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to. Shouldn't buy anything from the list until I get. Of course, I'm not going to be buying anything off my own list. I don't dip into my own supply. Trans phones. Is that the woman doctor in Doctor Who? They were trans investigating the Pope this week. They were. Was there any conclusions reached? So when we were talking about this, when the Pope, because the Pope had just been decided, hadn't he? He had just been decided. They'd figured out who the Pope was on my last stream. Whenever that was, that Sunday, and so now we've decided that the Pope isn't. Like at the time, it seemed like it was a bad choice. However, I'd like to suggest that maybe it wasn't such a bad choice, because it seems the Pope has started to do some kind of interesting and nice things. He's talked about Gaza. He's talked about the fact that the Palestine should be free. He's talked about. I think he has talked about what's happening in America, and how it's all gone very wrong. I don't know. He seems to be maybe not complete. He seems not to be terrible. I'm going to say the jury's maybe still out, but maybe it's not as bad as we thought. The Pope picture, yeah. They are the dumbest people on the entire planet. They really are. It's almost like they're not real. I don't know. It's like, how can you be that stupid? It's not possible. Come on. It's just a bit, isn't it? It's got to be a bit for some of them, surely. But not Graham Linehan. He's 100% in. And he is at the moment in court defending himself because he's been a very naughty boy, hasn't he, Graham Linehan? Yeah, I think it's defamation. Is it defamation that he's in for again? Oh no, it's criminal damage, I think. Actually, it's criminal damage and harassment or something, because he actually grabbed someone's mobile phone and threw it. Which is, you know, it's kind of like criminal damage or something, isn't it? And he's saying, no, it wasn't. And like the evidence is plain for everyone to see. I don't know how he can possibly defend it, but there you go. Sharp. Oh yeah, you hear accounts even before the current culture war of butch lesbians taking measures to not need the toilet when out and about to avoid hassles. It's terrible, isn't it? It's just awful that that's happening. But yeah, most of the problems are, you know, caused for cis women here. You know, it's not good. Really, I mean, C-3PO was unfinished for a very long time and still functioning. Yes, he was, wasn't he? But I really should give him a body, I think. What is utterly weird is that this culture war has caused more issues than before. Literally for decades, no one has cared if you're trans or cis or anything in between or outside those groups when going to the bathroom, at least very much here. Now but that's the thing, when we say it's manufactured, when it's a manufactured culture war, it means it is very much manufactured. And it means it's not, you know, it's not based on real concerns. It's based on manufactured concerns because they lost the gay rights stuff, they lost gay marriage, and so they had to pick a new target, and so they very kind of knowingly picked trans people and trans rights in order to try to drive a wedge. We got 10 seconds until the hype train stops. We're not gonna hit it, are we? No, man. Thank you anyway. Don't rush. I will not rush building C-3PO. No, I should try not to do that. I often do rush, and I should try not to rush. What is utterly weird is that this culture war has caused more issues than before. Yeah, I've read that bit. That's alright. Cousin says, I have a part-time job so I can afford again now. You've got a part-time job so you can afford what? Lego and things? Cool, well done. What kind of part-time job is it, if you'd like to say? Worst one for me and the toilet rules at school, how strict they are about when you can piss. Again, to make factory workers, you don't need to stop. So creepy. Yeah, they're training your bladder. It's in the school rules. Thank you, Tasmanian. Sharp says, I get the Bezos to pay for my sub. Yes, get the Bezos to pay for the sub. If you've got, if you're on Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. So that's worth doing. Oh, well, no, I don't get to bring it. I cheated even more and sent it directly to me. Oh, I see. Oh, that's super cheaty. Yeah, nothing's come yet, though. So, I'll keep my eye on that. Initially, it seemed the new Pope would be a heavy swing back from the previous one. And now, after he's on the seat, it very much seems he's pushing everything the previous one did much harder. It seems good. I mean, it's a very welcome change from past popes and also just the general direction of the world. It's like the Catholic Church seems to be sort of, changing tack. Almost too late, too little too late perhaps. You know, you've pushed it on this course and now you realize, oh no, hold on a second, it's rolling too fast, we need to stop it. But at least they've figured it out now. Thank you, Slofty. Thank you. Hope you're very well today. It should have been charged as a hate crime, but it wasn't. Yeah, it should have done, of course. But yeah, criminal damage is what he's in for. Yes, it isn't really a culture war at all. It is definitely manufactured. And trans folk is an excellent scapegoat for all the other shit they're doing. Blame trans people, people go haywire. They are manufacturing a culture war in order to distract from the real war, which is a class war. The class war that a lot of people don't even realize is happening, but that we are losing. We are losing. There's a class war happening right now in every single city, in every single street, and we are losing it. And the problem here is that most people don't even know it's happening, but you can bet your ass the people at the top know it's happening, and they're trying to distract you as much as possible so that you don't really think about it. Because if we actually did realize it, if the masses actually realized what was happening, we would rise up and things would change, and people would be in big trouble. Big trouble. There'd be a lot of Luigiing going on, and I would be all for that. I really would. Right, let's see what we got. Well, I'm just scrolling through the instructions. It does look like we are building a base. Whether it's buttery biscuity, I don't know, but we're going to build it. So we are on to bag 6. Bag 6. I've also got my Lego cup with Coke in it. Nom nom. You can afford a sub, that's true, and it's working from home on a mobile text thing. Super duper. That's good to be able to work from home, isn't it? Nice one, well done. Yeah, rules for bathroom breaks. Yeah, of course. You know that you couldn't go in the lessons. You had to go in between lessons or, specific break times. As far as I remember, it was very rare that you were able to just go during the lesson. You had to be really desperate. And they would definitely voice their disapproval. The teacher wouldn't be happy about it at all. Although it does depend on the teacher as well. Some teachers were like, fine, yeah, that's cool, no problem. Other teachers, not so much. It's like it was a personal affront, It's like, what? Is this lesson about mathematics not interesting enough for you? No, I'm finding it really interesting. I really wish I didn't have to go and empty my bladder right now. But I do. Alright, let's go to the build scene. That's the top of my head. Cool, that's C-3PO. He's kind of in the way. I'll put him to the side here, maybe. There we are. Sharp says, yep, need to wee or poop in lesson time, which is several hours long. You'll often be refused. It gets really bad with girls with periods who can end up sitting in a pool of blood because the teacher is too dense to understand when someone is pleading for the toilet to fix something. Oh my god. I mean, I really hope that that's not a common thing, because that is depraved on the teacher's part, isn't it? Let's face it. That's just. Oy. I think a lot of teachers just assume that the kids are just trying to get out of the lesson and they don't really need the toilet. They assume that the kids are all lying little weasels, but that's not true. I remember when I was at high school, particularly high school, though primary school too actually, and some of the stuff that happened, some of the behaviour of the teachers. I mean, a lot of the behaviour of the kids wasn't great, right? Sure, but some of the behaviour of the teachers was absolutely inexcusable. Just really, really bad. And it was so normalised. It was so normalised back then. Looking at it now through adult eyes, in 2025, I'm just amazed that some of that stuff happened, like proper abuse, like just proper abuse. And I remember watching, what was it called? What was that TV show we watched, Aurelia? Adolescence, wasn't it? It was called Adolescence, and one of the episodes was set in a school, and it was so triggering. I was back when I was watching that episode. I was back in high school, and I was watching. I was like, oh my god, I feel the same thing. I feel the same way that I felt at high school. Oh my god, it's like a nightmare. I still have nightmares, I still have nightmares about high school. They managed to capture it perfectly, actually. The feeling of being in an institution, the feeling of being basically in like a prison. It's like a prison, but for children. That's what high school was like. A prison for children. And I don't know what my crime was. I still haven't figured out what my crime was. But apparently it must have been something terrible, because there's no way you'd put someone who didn't deserve to be in there, Like, I must have done something awful to end up in that school. Along with all the other kids, I guess. But I just don't know what it was. No one really explained it to me. Also, attacking trans people. If you take away their rights, it opens the door to take away rights from the wider public. Yes, it is. It's a really good way of kind of wedging that in, isn't it? I also say I've never experienced this. You could always go to the toilet on your own time. Granted, in early years, like 1st and 9th grade, you had to ask for permission, but it was always granted. In high school, you just went. That sounds like a pretty good system. I think that probably schools in Norway are generally more chill. We have a storage heater in the chat, I've noticed. Thank you, storage, and welcome to my birthday stream. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday, 14th May, 6:30. If I had a kid and the teacher caused a stare of my kid needing the toilet, I'm gonna have words and they won't be minced. No minced words, just solid lumps of words, chunks. Big juicy steak words. Yeah, the thing is, you think everything is normal. So you don't say anything at home. You think your parents might be disappointed that you acted up at school. Yeah, because it was normal. It was normalised. And anyway, my parents are teachers. They were the ringleaders. Not really. So glad I could have a leaf school at 16, says Sharp. I regret going as much as I did. Yeah, I kept going, but it did get a lot better. It got a lot better. The higher up in the education system I went, it actually because people actually wanted to be there, including myself. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be doing these things, and it was an art education as well, which is pretty chill, nice. Less conformist. It was more my people, Rebels like me. Well, maybe not exactly like me, because I'm definitely more of a rebel, but you catch my drift, I hope. I went to high school in arts and drawing classes. There you go, yeah. And honestly, probably some of the best years in school. Mostly great teachers, interesting classes and more. There you go, that's what you need. An art education, I recommend it highly. How you doing, Storage? You having a good day? I'm building C-3PO, human cyborg relations, again. I would quite like to finish it today, actually. And then I can show off my new robot at the party. I wouldn't mind a real C-3PO though, that would be really cool. Especially as my Norwegian's not very good. So I could have C-3PO kind of stood next to me at all times, just translating. Honestly, that would be the coolest thing. I'm going to go and try and finish packing, so I might not be as active. We'll bring the laptop, though. You're gonna bring the laptop with you while you're packing. Cool. So you can still hear me. Hello, Tsar. It's going really well, thank you. Really, really well. Having a nice chat. Having a nice stream. Building some cool Lego. Just making the base for C-3PO. So I think he's basically gonna stand in this. Because he does need a base. He needs a pretty solid base because he's quite tall. And if he doesn't have a good base, he's going to just fall over. And that will not do at all. As usual, I'm going at light speed. Storage says, I'm alright, thank you. The fun fair is set up outside my house, which is the second time I've unexpectedly woken up to such a thing. Such a thing as a fun fair. Have you gone on the fun fair yet, though? If it's like right outside your house, I think it might be rude not to. We have a Princess KC in the stream. Hello, Princess KC. Hello. Trans supporting trans. Cool. Give me some heart, iPhone. It's not gonna do it. Not today, apparently. Never mind. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what it's doing. How's your day, Princess KZ? Hope you're having a fantastic, wonderful day. I need some more coffee. No, I mean, I've got coffee here, but I need some more in my tummy. Oh yeah. You having good weather, are you? Where are you at the moment? Wherever you are, it's good weather. We've got pretty good weather in Oslo as well. Today it's been a little bit cloudy and a little bit colder, but still nice, like still really nice. Apparently it's going to warm up again for the weekend, which is perfect because on Saturday we are celebrating 17. Mai, which is the 17th of May, and it's Norwegian Independence Day. It's the day that Norway fought off the alien invasion, blew up the mothership, which was Sweden. The Swedish mothership. And as it fell from the sky and all the aliens died because they were all connected up. I don't know how it works in Sweden, but apparently they have like this one central thing where if you just blow the central thing up, all the Swedish people are just like, which is pretty silly of them, really. That's how Norway was able to gain independence. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know exactly how it all happened, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. I've seen the film, so I don't think I need to. Do much more. And you're in the middle of Scotland, eh? Middle of Scotland, not known for its great weather, but I'm very happy for you. It's not world renowned for its great weather, middle of Scotland, but nice when it happens, yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to fuck with Norway, Tsar's returned. We got Jeff Goldblum flying around in an alien spaceship, I think. You know, I'm just wondering if I'm getting mixed up, actually, now I think about it. I'm just wondering if I'm getting my Norwegian history mixed up with a popular American film. Maybe, I'm not sure, we'll see. Look, it's possible, it's possible. So now I'm going to put C-3PO into the stand, I think. Whoa, C-3PO, stop falling over. There we are. Yeah, that works. Wow, he's leaning forwards quite a lot. Look at that, he's got quite a lean on him. Which is cool. Can you see how much that's leaning? And then these ones actually stand him back up straight again, I think. That's really cool. That's really cool. Really cool. Yes, it was Denmark, not Sweden. Really? Same thing. Was it? I thought it was. Yeah, no, you're probably right, actually, thinking about it. But this is the same thing. It's the same thing, basically. All the Danish people are also connected. If you inject a virus into the Danish, mothership, same thing. Although Aurelia probably wouldn't want you to do that, so we probably shouldn't. We don't really need to now anyway. We're all friends. Lots of people complaining about sunny weather in. Yes, of course they will be, because it's the UK, right? So you got to complain. Otherwise, you're not doing it right. If it's cold and windy and rainy, then it's good to complain about it. If it's sunny and warm and dry, then you really should be complaining about that as well. Otherwise, what are you even doing? Like, we definitely don't want any positivity, that's for sure. Very suspicious, actually, very suspicious positivity. Not a fan. We got a Dame Sempiternal in the chat. Hey to you too. Welcome to my birthday stream. I hope you're having a great day. I certainly am. I'm going to have an even better one tomorrow, because tomorrow's my actual birthday. Today it's not really my birthday, it's just my birthday stream. The idea that Denmark ever fielded a mothership is hilarious. I think it's perfectly plausible. the Danish mothership kind of hovering over Norway, you know. This ominous, ever-present shadow. Norwegians glancing up furtively, that's a good word. Furtively. They're all connected, like the Borg, the Bjorn Borg. Yes, it's because that's where they got the name, you know. It's Danish. Or Swedish. It's a very popular name, actually, Borg. I don't think it's Norwegian. I think it is more Swedish, that. I don't know any Borgs. Which is probably for the best, because I really don't want to get assimilated. It's not really my vibe. It's not really my style. Thank you, sir. Sharp, does that mean I have a low heat tolerance? So yes, summer is not the best time for me. Well, that's a shame, because summer's a great time for me. I didn't used to, actually. I didn't used to think it was all that good, but that's because I was a pre-transition. And so, everyone's hard when you're pre-transition, but I really didn't like wearing like I always wanted to be covered up. I always needed to be hiding as much of myself as possible. I didn't want anyone to see my skin. Oh no, the shame of seeing bare skin. Ooh. So, yeah, it was difficult, actually, pre-transition. However, post-transition, now it's give me the sun, please. I would like some sun. No more than that. No more than that. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'll say when. Love me some sun. Yes, Dame, I'm very good. If you're asking me, or you're asking Aurelia. Wishing you a happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you, Princess Casey. Thank you. Chicken Pie Pag sier du. Gratulerer med dagen, Meja. Tusen takk, Chicken Pie Pag. I'm excited. I'm really excited about my party, actually. I think it's going to be a really good party. I got some really cool people coming. Very sexy people that come into my party. I'm very much looking forward to spending some quality time with them. I hope the other guests don't mind too much. Wait, considering things, any ship Queen Margaret II was on would have been the mothership at the time. Well, there you go. It's definitionally the mothership. Yes. So you did have a Danish mothership. Since she was, and probably still is, considered the mother of our nation, not its cradle, but its mother. Well, a person can't be a cradle. A person can only be a mother. Or a father. Or a brother, or a sister. Or perhaps a cousin. Twice removed. You're asking me, how am I? I am good. Thank you for asking. I am pretty good. Had a good day at work. Been doing some very clever things at work, actually. Last couple of days, my coding has been tip-top, actually. Really tip-top. It's not always, but the last few days it has. Very happy with myself. Okay, what are we building? We're building a little bit of gold now. A little bit of gold for C-3PO. Let's see what we're doing. Thank you, Wildcard. Wildcard says happy birthday, Meja. I know of at least one guest coming to your party who's hot. Oh my god, I know a couple of people who are coming to my party who are hot, actually. A couple of people. But one in particular is smoking. And yes, I will be kissing her. And a whole lot more, hopefully. And it's okay, she already knows. This is not going to come as a surprise to her. This is like, you know, this is 100% on the menu. Oh wait, you talking about me? No, because I'm not a guest at my own party. Who are you talking about earlier? Now I want to know, because there's actually a choice here. I mean, I have tattooed and scarred up my arms, so there's my... No, not now. Go away. There we go. Right, yes, Sharp says, I have tattooed and scarred up my arms, so I do keep my torso covered in summer, but thin button-on shirts have good airflow, so it's not an issue. Oh, that's a shame that you are, that you don't like showing off your arms. Scarred them up. What I have learned is that it's our kind of, a lot of people are very self-conscious about things that other people just don't even notice, right? So, for a very long time, most of my life actually, pre-transition, I shaved my legs, and in fact I shaved my legs and my body, and I was so self-conscious about it, I was really worried that people would see, oh, I'm making his penis. Look, I've made a C-3PO penis. This is apparently what his penis looks like. It's slightly odd, slightly funny. It's got a big flared head, hasn't it? I'm not sure how that's going to feel going in, but probably won't be an issue. I guess it's, okay, so it goes like that. Maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe I'm misreading the situation. It's okay, he's probably not interested in me anyway, is he? Which is fine. That's some other boys' problem. They'll like it. Some other robot boy. Oh, do you think C-3PO and R2-D2? Like, do you think they're like, would you... Chat, what's your opinion on the situation with C-3PO and R2-D2? Because I have opinions. Meja has an opinion on something? Surely not. Aurelia says, I haven't met many of the people showing up tomorrow, so you can probably figure out what guest I'm talking about. Errol? Oh, I shouldn't laugh. That's cruel. Sorry. but also I'm not sure. No, I think I know. Actually, I do know. No, I do know which one you're talking about now. No, she is hot. No, she is super hot. It's no question. Yeah. You haven't known. You haven't met him, have you? That's true. So even though he's in our chat a lot, we haven't actually met. That's true. She's one of the women which, you know, given how few I've met, should make guessing it. Yeah, I know who it is. But I'm not going to say her name. So it's a mushroom type. Yes, it's mushroom type 3. Extra wide flared base. Like that guy in one of the Jackass movies. I haven't really examined the penises of the guys in the Jackass movies as much as you have, Sharp, so you'll have to tell me which one that is. He was always a bit of a dick, wasn't he? That's true. He's too uptight. He needs to loosen up. You know, he needs to loosen up a bit and chill, 3PO. You know what he should do? He should smoke a robot blunt. I think the 3PO should become a stoner, a robot stoner. That would be so funny. They should do that in, like, you know, in 3PO, when he kind of matures a bit, you know, after his, like, 300th year or something, he should just get, like, super chill, grow, like, a robot beard, you know, hang out with hippie robot friends. I imagine R2-D2 can definitely introduce him to some of his friends, because I think that R2-D2 is sort of already kind of in that sort of culture, you know. R2-D2 is resisting, but... No, sorry, C-3PO is resisting, but he should just let it go. Stop fighting the inevitable, 3PO. He's very happy to see me. Balls and permanent erection. No, he's always ready to go. Our C-3PO, he's always ready for action. What would a droid do with a penis? What would a droid do with a penis? This is a very good question. Gee, I have no idea. I don't know. What could they do? What could they possibly do with that? What's more concerning is why Anakin Skywalker, at the age of like 7, would think to make that. Or maybe it was a later attachment. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was when Anakin was a little bored. Later on, when he was maybe like 14 or 15, he thought, I know what I'm going to do. Dirty little bastard. C-3PO is definitely the bottom. Oh, no question, Sloth Dude. No question whatsoever. Yes. R2-D2 is, he's got several attachments, R2-D2. I've seen them. Meja is 97.3% opinions. Well, what's the other 2.7% then? Hotness, because that doesn't seem like a good ratio. Oh, I've had comments about my arm scars before, says Sharp. Most of the time, I'm sure people don't notice. But those that do will, of course, be massive bellends about it, says self-preservation type thing. Sure, but if the massive bellends, why are you catering to the bellends? This is a question that I'd like you to think about, seriously, because why are you catering? Why are you trying to make the bellends comfortable? Like, they don't need to be, like, you shouldn't necessarily cater to those people. You shouldn't adjust your life according to what people who are bellends want. And I'm speaking as a trans woman here, remember? C-3PO and R2-D2 are gay and they are in love. That's correct, Princess Casey. They are gay and they are in love. It's true. It's, you know, I'd love to see a film or some kind of TV show or whatever where it's just like the adventures of C-3PO and R2-D2. And it's just like super gay. Just like super duper gay, you know? I just think Star Wars, I just think Disney should do that. Disney should just, you know, it should be brave. It should be brave and it should start representing. Come on, Disney. You know you want to. They'll never do it. They don't even have the balls to put in little minor things in they get taken out, don't they? There's like a little minor subplot in one of the things. There was like a trans allegory and it just got ripped right out of there as fast as they possibly could do it. Absolutely ridiculous. Spineless cowards is what I would say about that. Spineless cowards. But you know, that's just my opinion. It's the correct opinion. Also, it's the correct opinion, but it's an opinion. 3PO definitely gave off Ace vibes, suggests Bad Gem. And also, that's possibly true too. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I think that we just don't see. I think 3PO is kind of quite uptight, but once you get to know him, once he loosens up, I think he could probably be pretty. I think things could get pretty interesting. Studio says you'll also meet at least one new person other than me, says Errol. Ooh, are you bringing someone? Who are you bringing, Errol? Someone who's already in Oslo, yeah? 3PO and R2-D2 are ace. They're really good, aren't they? But dating, I know what you mean, but dating, and C-3PO has some issues he needs to work on since he can be kind of abusive toward R2 at times. Yeah, he does have issues. He has some kind of issues, robot issues. And that's the thing that would happen in this TV show that I'm now developing in my head. You know, yes, C-3PO has issues, and we explore those issues during the course of the 7 seasons of the TV show. And eventually, you know, C-3PO learns to chill. I think that's a good outcome. Also, while Ace, R2 is definitely also kinky in Leader's Egg. No, I don't think R2-D2 is Ace. Honestly, I don't think he is. I think R2-D2 is a full-on sex bot. You know, he's at the BDSM clubs. He's got the harness and the various attachments on. You know, there's no question. R2-D2, very good at Shibari. Very good. Ask R2-D2 to tie you up and you will have a good time, my friend. And then he starts electrocuting you. There's some electro play with R2-D2. He pulls out his little thing. No, but that is so true. Shaft, I forgot his name, but in one of the Jackass movies, they had a guy with a big mushroom penis. He was mostly there to do silly penis stunks. What's a stunk? But like putting his dick in a wooden tube, and then they put a woodpecker on the wooden tube. That's like an old-fashioned vibrator. That's what they used to do for vibrators. Instead of having a battery-powered one and a motor, they used to use woodpeckers. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you look it up, it's true. What I'm saying is 100% true. Right, what's? Oh, I see. I turn it upside down. I get it. Yeah, okay. They did have to censor every single thing he said. Exactly, you know. It's just foul. It's the foulest language you've ever heard. He's such a potty mouth, R2-D2. A droid with a penis would basically just be a sentient symbiont. Well, I think you're distilling it down too much there. Well, I think it's much more than a sentient symbiont. Much, much more. I mean, aren't humans just sentient symbionts? In that case? Human men, anyway. Some of them, I'm not even too sure they're sentient, actually. Oh, it says the important question is, do androids dream of electrical sheep? Electrical sheep. Droids would totally have an optional penis. All robots that are human-shaped are sex robots. Yeah, are they though? Are they? Or yeah, do you think they are? You know, maybe I'm good with that actually. Maybe I'm fine with that. What about RoboCop? Some good roleplay. You could do some good roleplay with RoboCop. RoboCop, do you want to go and get your special attachment out, please? I've been a bad girl. I need to be arrested. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Ooh! There was a U in that. There was a U in that word, not an O. Sharp. It's why the T800 has a dick, and the T1000 makes himself a human body with a nice bum. You've been thinking about this a lot, haven't you? You can have hot opinions too. Okay, so that's good. So the hotness kind of seeps into my opinions. That's good. Star Wars, a machine love story. Yeah, trans-weapon Star Wars. I mean, that would be awesome. Star Wars, a machine love story, and it's R2-D2 and 3PO fucking around the galaxy, finding other robots to kind of join in the polyamorous situation. Oh my gosh. See, the great thing about this though is because the robots, I just think you actually could depict the sex, because it's like it's okay because the robots they're having sex, but it's robots, and so it's not. It's it's a way to get past the censors. I mean, it's not for kids, right? Obviously, but it's like you could still have quite explicit scenes, but it's because the robots, it's fine. It's like you could just be like, no, they're not having sex. They're just interfacing inside each other's ports or something. I don't know what you'd say, but plausible deniability is a thing. They're just communicating. They're just they're just handshaking. It's not. It's just handshaking. It's a computer term. It doesn't matter. Disney likes retconning their mild innuendo so they can keep saying this character is their first gay one. Yeah, except it's like it does nothing, isn't it? It's just nothing. It's like it doesn't mean anything, and it's just like, shut up. I mean, surely the far-off weird fantasy world with space wizards would have trans people of all stripes floating around. They should do, shouldn't they? They actually should. Is there a trans... But there isn't... so now I'm thinking, but there isn't actually a obviously trans character in Star Wars, is there? Is there? Like, I don't think there is. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I don't think there's a trans character in Star Wars. And I don't think the robots count, because it could be anything, I'm bringing someone who is in Oslo. Yes, she's cool. Cool. Excellent. Happy to... Yeah, the more the merrier. Fantastic. Oh, no. Ringing. I've told her where it is. Okay, but she's coming. Yeah. Transgender representation in Star Wars, and not just like the one trans character to tick a box, but I have a couple of characters, man and trans women in various stages of the transition. It's just a part of the bigger character lure. I think it's a really good idea. Sure. I mean, Jabba the Hutt being a giant slug would surely be a hermaphrodite. I don't think that that's great trans representation. Why do we have to get the giant space slug, who's like kind of a meanie as well? He's a bit of a meanie. I don't think we should. We don't want him. We want like a cool trans character. Come on. R2-D2 has all the attachments for a very good time. He's the functional sex part rather than the ascetic. R2-D2 is horny. The Hutts used to be canonically that, but it was retconned. So they actually used to be canonically trans. Great. Slay, queen. Oh, thank you, cis het writers, Star Wars. Thank you for your gracious trans inclusion attempt. We are so honoured and lucky. Thank you. What did we do to deserve this? I don't know. What do we ever do to deserve this? Deleted scenes from the Flintstones sex tape. Is there a Flintstones sex tape? I didn't know there was one. Wilma! Boo, whoever made that call, boo them. I can't have anything that cool or interesting in our Space Wizards story. No, but I still think it's not great, actually. I don't think we should want Jabba the Hutt as a trans Star Wars token trans character. I think we really want someone much, much better. Like someone who's kind of, it's cool. Like, what if, for example, Boba Fett, instead of whatever they did with that, which was kind of nonsense, what if they were trans? What if Boba Fett was like super trans? See, that would have been genuinely interesting, you know? Like before we saw him under the helmet kind of thing, and it was just this guy from New Zealand. I never really got that. I would say there are probably more sentient droids than men. Yes, I think so. Yes, some men are not really firing on all cylinders or circuits or whatever. But Jem says I need to go, but I'm now thinking about a date with 2 droids and a woodpecker. Have a good birthday. My job here is complete. I must now return to my people. RoboCop isn't a robot. What? Robot Cop is not a robot. He's a cyborg. Well, then he'd be called Cyborg Cop, wouldn't he? He's an adapted human, though I'm sure he'd be up for some fun role play. He's a fun cyborg. Loves to spin his gun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how horny RoboCop gets. I don't know if he has that capability. Poor RoboCop. I do feel a bit sorry for him. See, that's the thing with RoboCop is he's been built by like a big corporate interests, right? So probably very asexual, probably like no functionality whatsoever. Because it just wasn't in the budget, you know. Everything's got to be accounted for and put in the budget, and it's like, is this functional, or is it for fun? If it's for fun, we're gonna have to cut it. How does this help him fight crime? I don't know. I'm sure there must be a way. Maybe if he's like going undercover. Maybe if he's going undercover and having relationships with witnesses or whatever. Because they do that, don't they? They do that. I'm not sure how well RoboCop would do undercover. I think he'd struggle. Exactly, they're interfacing. What does the Vatican call a former radio operator? An excommunicator. Yes, I have been thinking about the T-1000. He can make himself anything human-shaped, fully clothed. Why is he a naked man at the start of the movie? His default mode is not naked man. This is a good point. He was just being naked on purpose. The T-1000 was just showing his naked body on purpose, wasn't he? So that suggests that he knew he was being filmed. He knew there was an audience watching. This is very interesting now. So the T-1000 knew he was in a film, and he's also a bit of an exhibitionist. I've been building C-3PO's bod, I think. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's C-3PO's body. Speaking of being naked, because I guess C-3PO's naked, if you think, because they're not wearing clothes. Both C-3PO and R2-D2 are actually stark naked throughout the entire Star Wars series of films. Aren't they? No, there's no known trans characters in Star Wars. How stupid. That's stupid. They've got really weird aliens, but they don't have anyone who's like a weird trans alien like me. Missed opportunity. That's not really trans representation though, given that's the species' normal birth gender. Yes, that's correct, Aurelia. Exactly. It's not. That's not even trans. You know, trans is a special thing to be. Trans is about breaking the rules and breaking the norms. It's being the ultimate rebel. You would think that the Rebel Alliance would have some actual rebels in there. Yeah, I mean more weird space alien stuff. It's a hermaphrodite, isn't trans? No, it's a hermaphrodite. It's not a term we tend to use anymore. We say intersex. We say intersex now. But Slug and Snail coded aliens should be hermaphrodites. Give us some weird option with alien biology. Technically an intersex person, correct terminology, can still be trans depending on factors and stuff. It's definitely not impossible. But if it's the base state of the species, then it's not really transgender. Aurelia is completely correct. Completely correct, as usual. Boba Fett taking off the helmet and being trans or femme-coded would have been amazing. Wouldn't it though? Wouldn't it? It would have been so much better. I wish they thought outside the box. I wish they had me to help them think outside the box, because I always think outside the box. It's the only place I live. I live outside the box. I don't even know what's inside the box. God, there's nothing positive about the Hutts. I was curious to see if as a species Jabba was just a wrong 'un, but they go out of their way to suggest everything from mostly criminals to were not known for being healthy. If they made them trans as well, that would have been a bit of a kick in the, head. I wouldn't have been surprised if they did. Apparently the Bad Batch show, I've not seen that, does feature a clone character based on Django, but modified to be female. Not sure. Is that trans? No, I don't think that's trans still. I think that's very trans light. It's not really proper trans. No. Shop. I'm not saying Jabba was trans or transcoded. I just like weird shit with aliens. Make the aliens weird in the sci-fi world. Totally. I like weird aliens. The weirder the better. When it comes to aliens, the weirder the better. Yeah, Robo is the robot. It's just branding. It's not. He's not really a robot. It's a robot. He's a cyborg. So it really should have been, for more accurate, it should have been Cyber Cop, Cyber Policeman. But it's not as good. It's not as good a title. Cyber Policeman. That would have been the BBC production. That would have been the cheap BBC made for TV production. Cyber Policeman. Part gentleman, part policeman, all police officer. Oh god. Ooh, that was a funny one. 2914 RoboCop sucked. It was so sucky. It was so sucky that it was awful. Which is a shame because I think that what's his name? Kinnaman's actually pretty cool. He's really good in space one. The space one, you know, the space. For All Mankind. He's really good in For All Mankind, but you know, the script was rubbish. The script was rubbish for RoboCop. Everything about it was rubbish, actually. Everything was rubbish. Like, they completely missed the point of RoboCop. Had they even watched RoboCop? Had anyone figured out what it was about? Because they didn't seem like they had, you know? I just can't help but think, like, the executives, you know, the executives who were funding, you know, the new RoboCop, they were all like, yeah, but, you know, they're kind of not showing the executives in the film. It's like, why are they showing him in such a bad light? That's like me, you know. I think it should be just nicer to everyone. They just didn't get it, you know. Is it satire? What's satire? No, we don't want that. No, we just want RoboCop, but with better special effects. Take out all the satire. No one wants that. Oh no, they wanted to make RoboCop cool and fun, like one of those fancy motorcycles. Oh yeah, stupid RoboCop with the bye-bye. I mean, it should not have been called RoboCop. Call it Cyberman Police or something. No, I came up with a better one. A much better one. T-1000 was either a slut or a narcissist. I think a bit of both, actually, Storage. I think a bit of both. The reason for their nudity makes no real sense. The reason is that they need to be human stroke meat. But they are 100% metal inside. It makes absolutely no sense. No, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Best not to question it too much. It just makes no sense. It was just an opportunity. Originally, in the original film, it was just an opportunity for Schwarzenegger to show off his muscles. I think. Or something. I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. But that's a terrible film title. RoboCop sounds better. Yes. It's just less factually correct. Ooh, a slut. Come on, look how awesome the actor playing was and how fast he ran. Guy would get the laddies or the lads. Well, I mean, you know, Robert, what was his name? Robert Patrick? Yeah, I quite like his energy, actually. It's quite good energy. Fun fact, in the scene where he was chasing the car on foot, he had to slow down so he wouldn't catch up with it. Yeah, I remember seeing that on the documentary. So yeah, he can run really fast. He trained hard for that. There's allegedly some trans or non-binary put into the Star Wars novels, but it was like for Trans Day of Visibility. And I mean, okay, thanks, but did it have to be for a special occasion? Yes, it does have to be for a special occasion, probably. That would have been amazing. Trans Boba Fett. I know, wouldn't it? So Star Wars used to have a canonical trans woman clone trooper. I guess. I don't know. There should be trans people in Star Wars with the sheer numbers. Intersex, if for humans. I wouldn't call a human a hermaphrodite. Just a snail or slug or worm-coated alien. Intersex for humans. I think you can call intersex for animals or anything or slugs. I think you can call them intersexes. I don't know. The conversation reminded me of the clone trooper. Meja broke herself. I did temporarily break myself, but I reset and rebooted and I'm back again. Everything's fine now. We're all good here, thank you. How are you? Situation normal. As normal as it gets. Also, Crazy Future Worlds should also have trans characters because the tech for transitioning would be better. Oh, well, that's the point. Maybe they were trans, we just we can't tell because they completely pass. Like, I think that Luke Skywalker is actually AFAB. Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense, actually. Who else? Who else shall we retcon into being trans in the Star Wars? Who shall we trans next in the Star Wars universe? Let's have a poll. Let's have some options. Who do we think should be trans? We're going to retcon them as trans. If Disney aren't going to do it canonically, we're just going to have to do it ourselves, guys. That's how it works anyway, isn't it? All the time. So, let's get Lando. Good one. I love it. Lando's a trans guy. No, but he is though, isn't he? He is. Perfect. Who else? I mean, let's just do them all. Come on. The question is, who isn't, actually? It's all the boring ones. Like, the Emperor's not trans. We don't want the Emperor. Anakin and Darth Vader. Boring. Cishet. You know? All the Ewoks are trans. Perfect. Yeah. They're all trans. Ewoks suffer from terrible dysphoria, I've heard. Poor Ewoks. Ewoks. I've just done a C-3PO chest. I think C-3PO's been working out. Ian M. Banks' sci-fi novels featured quite a bit of casual transitioning. Weren't they good? Wasn't that good? You know, I really enjoyed that aspect of the of those novels. Really enjoyed that. Yeah. Culture novels, yeah? Culture series of novels. And they were just going back and forth. They were like, oh, you transitioned to a woman? Yeah, go on, give it a go. Nice. And that was it, you know? And then, you know, they try it for a couple of centuries. And they're like, you know what? I think I'll go back to a man. I think it's just better. It's probably more me. And everyone's like, yeah, cool. You just, you know, whatever you want to do, it's fine. No transphobes in the culture universe. Because, like, what's the point? Like, what's even the point? What's the point of a transfer? There's no point. There's no point to transphobes in this universe. In the culture universe, it would just be, like, completely pointless. We got a poll. Who in Star Wars is actually trans? These are the big questions. So, we got Andor. Cassian Andor. He could be trans though, couldn't he? Cassian Andor. He's got real trans guy energy. He does. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm going to say no. I don't think Obi-Wan Kenobi is trans. Dedra. This is very Andor based, isn't it? This one, but I like it. So Dedra, yeah, Dedra. She could be but she's quite a meanie, isn't she? Dedra's quite a meanie trans woman. Mon Mothma's trans. Yeah, she could be a trans, totally. She's very elegant. You know, she's like, she transitioned a long time ago. I like the idea of Mon Mothma being trans. I like that, actually. And then we got Leia or Luke. So what? Either or both? Like, they're both trans? You saying they're both trans? So Leia was born a boy, Luke was born a girl, and they just did a swap. Because it did say at the start that, you know, there was like the girl, were they twins? But they were twins, yeah? But then they swapped. So they were both trans. That makes sense. And then they just do a swap. I like that too. That's cool. I don't know. I'm going to go with Mothma. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you for the poll. Interesting questions, I think that. But I also like Lando. Sloth Dude, I really did like Lando. We didn't get it in the poll. I think if Lando had been in the poll, that would have probably been my vote. I mean, hell, human bodies start out as female, the clit grows to a penis, the weird line thing below a guy's balls is where it used to be a vagina. Yes, it is. Called the perineum. I don't know if that's the area. I don't know if that line is called that. I don't know what the line is called. I can't remember what the line is called. It's probably got a name. I'm sure it's got a name, actually. Aliens has a blink and you'll miss it screen showing the biography of one of the characters from the original film showing they were trans. Yes, they were. Yes, I remember. She didn't last too long, did she, in the film? But she was a bit useless. But yeah, no, canonically trans, no question. I don't even think they were going for inclusion or anything, just like me thinking, well, the numbers in the text. I mean, someone was going for inclusion because they did actually put it on the screen. You know, it's right there. Most people will not see it though. You have to be really looking at the screen. If Luke is AFAB, then that would imply that Leia is AMAB. I think they just did the old switcheroo at the start. It's a really good idea, that. It's a whole subplot to that, actually, I think. The films when they were born did say that the twins were born a girl, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so if one is trans, then both would be. So Luke became Leia and Leia became Luke. What's the dress code for your party, Meja? PVC and rubber. No, actually there isn't one. Aurelia likes that idea though. I think it will. It's optional. So it can be that if you want. But otherwise, just whatever you like. Just as long as you're comfortable. But also, you can wear, literally, you can wear whatever you like. If you want to come in, leather and, you know, half naked, or even fully naked, that is fine. I don't care. And I'm pretty sure no one else will either. Oh, that's the back. Oh, okay, it's the back now. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. But also don't feel like you have to. It's, you know, literally it's just whatever you're comfortable in. That's the dress code. That's what I'll be doing. I didn't even think about dress code. I don't really like to be prescriptive on what people should be wearing. Like, I don't know if I like that. That's not to say that people Yeah, maybe I should have done a dress code, but it should have been more of a dress code guide or something. But it's too late now, I think. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Ooh. Things are happening. Okay, so who won, by the way? Oh, by the way, who won the poll? I missed it. Who won the poll? Was it Mon Mothma? Right, so now, who is non-binary in Star Wars? Oh no, okay, well then we go, definitely no question. Yeah, thank you. I didn't even read the rest actually, although there's probably a couple more who are non-binary. This is great, isn't it? Retcon in Star Wars, I love it. We should do this more often. I think we should do who's gay next, you know? Who's gay and lesbian? That would be good. Right, so the name of the line is the scrotal Raff. Raff? Rafe? Rafe? I don't know. The scrotal rapper? What's your favourite Star Wars movie? Sal asks. My favourite one. Actually, you know what? I think it's a toss-up between Empire Strikes Back and Rogue One. Depends how I'm feeling on the day. Although, you know, with Andor, the TV show has improved Rogue One. By its very existence, it's improved Rogue One. And I'm actually quite looking forward to watching Rogue One again once I've finished, Andor. Still got to watch the last few episodes of Andor. Hopefully I'll get through one after this. Maybe. I'm quite excited to finish C-3PO though. Look, we got his bod coming together quite nicely. Yeah. So it's basically an optional dress code, but you can wear what you want, you know, and there's no limits. No. Meja and I both thought along the same lines there. Did we? Aliens trans character. Well, not trying to be right on, just thinking while we're on the far off future. Trans is a thing that exists. It'll be handled better in the far off future. One can hope. Although the current trajectory suggests maybe not. Okay, it was an 80% vote on Marth, Michael. If you want to be naked, no one will mind. Wish I had friends with parties like this. Well, you do shop. Just maybe you can't make it to my party though. Not this year at least. Probably just gonna do jeans and t-shirt. No, that's actually not allowed. Bringing a suit for the 17th, but I will have to buy a shirt and was hoping to do that on the 16th. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, I think there might be some shops in Oslo. So you probably can find a shirt. Not sure about the jeans and t-shirt for my party though. Not sure about this. Now I think there is a dress code suddenly. And the dress code is not jeans and t-shirt. Storage says, someone's got to clean that sofa and it won't be me. We can put a towel down, exactly, Slufty. We can just put a towel down if you're particularly sweaty in the groin area. Oh no, now I know why old people kept all the plastic coatings in the sitting room. Yes, easily wiped. So I've got to go. I'll see you next week. Going to my brother's wedding and it'll probably suck. Oh no, I'm sorry. Please take care. Well, I hope it doesn't suck. But yeah, have a good wedding. Non-sucky wedding. Rafi? Oh, is that how you say it? Rafi? The scrotal Rafi. Fine. Transfer was 4 from Mon Mothma, 1 for Cassian Andor. You see, I do quite like the idea of Cassian Andor being a trans guy. I like that a lot. Because you got such cute little faces. You do sharp made me do a real life smile. You do show, exactly, you do show, yeah. Oh, I've got a little thing. I got a 3PO's tummy button. That's his tummy button. That's where he was connected to his mummy. This is what they call his umbilical cord. That's when he was in his mummy's tummy. That's where he got all his robot nutrients. Right, who is non-binary in Star Wars? Turns out it's Yoda. Who knew? I didn't know it was Yoda. I didn't think Yoda was non-binary. But, you know, fine. Okay, this is going on now. So this actually is going on now. Onto here. Does it just rest? It does, it just rests. Okay, fine. It doesn't feel right. Is that? No, hold on. There we go. He's sticking his tummy out quite a lot, isn't he? He's sticking it right out. It looks like he's doing like a hip thrust. It looks like he's in the middle of doing a hip thrust. You know, it does though. I'm just calling it as I see it. Let's put this in. Mm-hmm. Oh, this doesn't want to go on. There we go. Cool. This is really cool. So now, what are we doing now? We're sort of building a bit more on the top of his, on the top of his hips, I guess. Whoa. Lots on his hips. I do have some sun behind me, don't I? It's not the sun. It's kind of, well, it is, but it's reflecting off something and then back into the camera. So that's why it's looking a little bit, that's looking a little glary, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not making you all squint too much. Yeah, I think I might need more drink actually. I feel like I need a bit more fluids. Any possibility of a refill, Aurelia, please. And yeah, food, right, food. Thank you, Sloth Dude. Food, yes. Not got any, actually. There's no food. So, thank you for the redeem, but I don't have anything to eat. Aurelia, do we have anything to eat? Right, cashews is. I got some cashews. It's coming. Oh. Birthday tomato. Softy says just birthday tomato, but I don't. Is that. Look, I don't know where you're from. And, like, you know, everyone has the different kind of customs and stuff, but we don't actually have. There's no such thing as a birthday tomato in this part of the world. Like, no disrespect to your culture, Slofted. Okay, that's half a groin. Birthday tomato. The traditional birthday tomato. Okay, and then this part goes on this part of the groin. Ooh. Okay, that's really cool. Look, I just did that bit.
We actually had something else.
Oh?
Ooh.
Ooh, birthday strawberries. Thank you. That's a really good idea, actually, yeah. I got birthday strawberries. He no longer looks so aggressively happy to see you. No, he doesn't. It's sort of it's blended in a little bit now, hasn't it? Probably for the best. Although honestly, but as previously discussed, I don't think C-3PO would ever be aggressively happy to see me. I just don't think I'm his type. What's that? There you go. I'm not everyone's type. And that is as it should be. I'm not everyone's cup of tea with milk. Okay, strawberries. Now it's a bit annoying, isn't it, that? It's a little bit annoying, but I don't think there's a huge amount I can do about it. Birthday strawberries. Maybe we should put the rest of the strawberries on the cake tomorrow.
There's not a lot left, and also I feel like we should get some fresh ones if we want to do that. These ones, I had to throw some of them earlier.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, back to the build. I'll have a sip of coffee. Birthday tomato, birthday strawberry, as long as it's red. It was red. We got something red. Especially for you. Right, what are we doing now? Oh, I see. We're doing his sides, his side area now. And a sticker. There's not that many stickers, I'm very happy to say, but there are some. In fact, it looks like this part is very stickery. Highly stickery. So I gotta concentrate for the stickers. There's nothing worse than wonky stickers. Ooh. Oh my god, that was nearly a wonky sticker. Ah, come on. There we are. Go. Whoa, come back. What are we building now? Oh, we're building his mid... No, we're building his, like, rib area. We're building his left flank. So has anyone watched the last 3 episodes of Andor yet? Has anyone finished the Andor TV show? No spoilers, please. Obviously. I gotta say, it's the best thing on TV at the moment, I think. Or it has been. Okay. So I'm putting his left flank. Oh, nice. And now we're making his right flank. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take this off. It's a bit annoying. So once I finish this bag, there's 2 more bags to go. I wonder if I'm going to finish him. I think I can finish him today. What time are we on? 7:45? Yeah, I think I can finish him. I could finish him. The question is, should I? Because I could just go watch Andor. It's a tricky decision, actually. Very tempted to just go watch Andor. Because now I've been thinking about it, you know? Let's get this one. Cool. Really cool. I mean, this is actually a brilliant model. Yeah, now we put these on. So, if you like Andor, chances are you'll really like it. I do like Andor, so the chances of me liking Andor means I like Andor. The last 3 episodes. That's what we're talking about, right? I seem to have missed a few bits. Hold on. This goes on here. I missed that bit. And then what about these? Huh? What have I done? I've definitely missed something. Must be at the back. Oh dear, I've done a terrible job here. Where's the back? Yeah, missed these ones at the back. Okay. Oh no, it's low power. Okay, 10% remaining. That means that it's there's still plenty left, really. Okay, I've done his body. I have made 3PO's body, but there's still his head. I think I've got to do something at the back there, right? There's still some kind of a bit of a something in the back of his back. And then there's the arms, head, and a bit of the back. But it's looking really good. He's doing a hip thrust. He's like in the middle of the dance floor doing a hip thrust. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's quite big. It's pretty big. So yeah, I think it might be Andor time. Hey Retro Wolf, how you doing? I think it might be Andor time, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to go. It's been really fun to hang out with you all. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed me building my robot man, my golden robot man. We will continue this next time. Normally I stream on a Thursday. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow because it is my birthday. However, if I do feel like it, I'll set the camera up and just let it go while it's my birthday. I don't know. We'll see. Like, it's a possibility. I'll have to give it a little think, but it's definitely a possibility. It would be kind of cool to just see. I mean, it depends. It depends if Errol does come in his gimp outfit, because I'm not sure that's going to be suitable for a Twitch stream. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's put this over here. Cool. There was enough time of the day left that we could finish Andor before 11. We could like just finish the whole thing, couldn't we? Mankini, that would be good. Mankini, yes, come in your lime neon lime Mankini, Errol. I think that might get me a few extra subscribers actually. It's definitely the audience I'm going for. Like that's the tone. So yes, you have my approval. Neon lime with pink polka dots. My God, that'd be amazing. I'll be jealous. Yeah, you can't look better than me though, right? Because it's my birthday party, so you can't. Whatever you wear, it has to be just slightly underneath what I wear. So if you come in your mankini, I'm gonna have to up my game. Actually, I've got some stuff. I got some stuff. That's like bend to his body. It's pretty great. Not something you see well in the photos. No, the bend in his body. It's very natural. It's really cool. It's really well made. Lego continues to just be to just blow me away. How well they make the sets. It's incredible. But anyway, already sold me. If I stop streaming now, we can finish Andor before 11 o'clock, have a bit of coffee, a bit of ice cream, watch Andor. We're gonna do it. I hope you've had a good stream. We're gonna raid someone. Let me see who. Who's on? Yeah, there's actually quite a good choice of people to raid. It looks like. And because Dark Eden raided me last time, I think I might just raid her back because that's what friends do, isn't it? Let's face it. That is what friends do. Hold on, what's that? Wait a moment.
Vänt lite då. Holy macaroni.
We got a Norwegian streamer, Missy Pristine, who's building the McLaren P1. Looks really cool. Really cool. I'm sort of tempted, but it's Norwegian language one, so maybe not. And we got Jovan Bradley, who's just chatting. He's really cool.
Is it headphones?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Jovan Bradley. He's also got 272 viewers, which is never a bad thing. So we're gonna raid Jovan. Cool. Oh my God, we're out of ice cream. It's a disaster. We'll figure something out. Paste. Okay, we're raiding Jovan Bradley, who is a very cool streamer, very woke. He's a defender of trans rights, very much an ally, and he's good at talking. He's good at talking. Good at debating. Good at, Keeping his cool. Thank you, Sharp. Thank you. Mankeen it is, yeah? Cool. Banned from... No, but you won't be banned from Twitch. As long as there's nothing hanging out. Should be fine. Ah. Well, we'll see. What will be, will be. Hope you can join me for my next stream. It could be tomorrow, my birthday. More likely, it will be another day. But maybe Sunday. Anyway, take care, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Mwah.
For the personality and skin color, even though